Some persons have been asking for this 3D light review text effect in DaVinci Resolve. Today I'm going to be doing this tutorial for the sake of those that have been asking for this tutorial. Although I have a preset macro, if you want to get this preset, I'll tag and drop the link in the description below. Now let's head over to the tutorial itself. The first thing we have to do is set up our 3D space by bringing in some 3D nodes. Now we have to first of all input our background node. So here's our background node. Now disconnect this and hit shift spacebar on your keyboard and type in image plane 3D. Now connect this to your image plane 3D. Now click on the image plane 3D and hit shift spacebar again and type merge 3D. Now click on your mesh 3D and hit shift spacebar again, type in render 3D. Yeah, now connect the render 3D to the media out this way. Now you can see our background node in a 3D space. Let's send this to the viewport 1. Click on the mesh 3D and hit shift spacebar again, type in camera 3D. Camera 3D. Go to your inspector window, click on transform and increase the value. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I'm not going to explain a whole lot of things because I will assume you have the basic knowledge of Fusion, so I'm going to skip a few things to save time. So this is our viewport 1. Let's zoom in and see. So now let's add in a 3D text. Now this is our 3D text. Now connect this to our mesh 3D and let's type in 3D text. Okay, reduce the size. Now on the viewport 1, you bring it out this way, increase the size. Oh, too big. So go to shading, click on text, go to extrusion, uncheck front and increase to your preference. Hit shift spacebar and type in point light. Connect this to our mesh 3D. Nothing happened right now. We have to go to our render 3D and click on lighting to check this. Now click on your point light again and adjust. Okay, now you can see our lights at the front of our text here, and we can change the color to whatsoever color we want. Okay, let's reduce the intensity, something like this. Click on linear and change this to linear. Now let's go and drag in our bulb. Let's drag our bulb to the media pool. I'll bring in our bulb, hit shift spacebar and type in image plane 3D. Okay, hit shift spacebar again and type in merge 3D. Now connect this mesh 3D to this mesh 3D this way. Disconnect the point light and connect the point light to this mesh 3D. You can see that our text is no longer visible. Now click on the mesh 3D, head over to the inspector window and check this box. Now we can see our text. Now adjust the bulb Let's adjust our point light. Now click on the mesh 3D and go to your transform. Click on the pivot and adjust the pivot point upwards this way so that you can get our ping pong movement properly. Take it to the beginning of this string or wire. This point is okay. Now take your playhead to the beginning of the timeline, go to rotation, create a new keyframe on the Z axis and adjust and push it to the left. Move to a new keyframe and adjust it to the right. Now go to your spline window, check this box, click to zoom in, highlight all and click S on your keyboard, Ctrl A and click on ping pong. This. Now to achieve the camera movement, head over to the beginning of your timeline, click on camera. Now set new keyframes for translation Z axis and rotation Z axis. Move to a new keyframe and set a new keyframe for rotation and translation. Now go to the beginning of your timeline and zoom out. Go to rotation and change the rotation value this way. Now go back to your translation, create a new frame on the x-axis, move to a new frame and set a new keyframe. Go back to the beginning of your timeline and adjust to review the text from this point. Now play back and see what you have. Now go back to your spline window, zoom in, select all the points and hit S on your keyboard.